Hey team, I know many of you were able to go to Super Saturday this past weekend. Some of you were not able to go. I had the huge blessing of presenting in Denver, Colorado, and I have to say that even though I was one of the presenters, I definitely learned so much. I was paired with Kristen Abart, and we were just a great pairing, and I want to bring back some of the information to our team that I learned from her. Now, I want to start, before I start my training, by saying that I built most of my business up to this point on Facebook. So if you're brand new, I do not want what I am about to share with you to overwhelm you in any way, because perhaps you talked to the person that shared this business with you and they said, really, mostly what I do is just share on Facebook, and that is in fact true. But this is for those of you that want to really work your business and maybe do more and find other outlets other than just Facebook. So I'm going to share a document with you. This is probably going to look backwards, but this is called Power Plan. And I found this document on Sonia Dudley and Helen McFadden's training site, and I actually think that this came down the line somewhere from Sheila Medina. So I take no credit for this, but I do want to share with you guys this power plan, because I think if you start implementing this, then you will really see your business soar. Now, for me, organization, if you know me, organization is not my strength. And I know that working Plexus, especially if you're utilizing Facebook, you can get really caught up and distracted easily, and you can start chasing rabbit trails. And I find myself responding to a lot of people and maybe not doing the income producing activity that I need to be doing personally to continue to grow my business. And that is where the power plan comes in. This is so exciting, and I'm so excited to share this with you guys. Okay, so there are 7 different categories on this power plan. And the very first one says networking, exposure, opportunities. So this is what I'm going to do with this power plan. I'm going to print it out and I'm going to have it ready every single Sunday night, and I'm going to fill this out weekly. And the first one is networking, exposure, opportunities, and it says 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to be really intentional about where I'm going to be networking throughout this week. If you're going to be at the library, if you're going to be at the grocery store, if you're going to be at Bible study, or if you're meeting with a friend. But I'm going to be really intentional about when I'm out sharing Plexus with other people. Okay, I'm going to come back to that and elaborate more on that in a second. The next little section, and there's 1, 2, 3 here as well, says client follow-up. So each week I'm going to list 3 clients that I'm going to follow up with. The next little section says current ambassadors 1 through 3 line. And then there are actually 6 blanks here. And what that is I'm going to find people in my first 3 levels, ambassadors on my team, that I want to be working closely with this week. I want to be checking in with them, encouraging them, and maybe doing a coaching call with them, but partnering with them in some way during the week to help them grow their business even more. Okay, then there is a sample follow-up section in the second column, and there's 1, 2, 3 here as well. Now, the first little section was the networking and exposure opportunities. So this is your, when you're out and about and you're meeting new prospects and you're talking to new people about the business. Okay, this is where you follow up with them. So when you're out and about in the community, when you're meeting new people, or maybe you've already been building relationships with people, but when you're with them, then you're going to look for opportunities to share samples with them. I love the little one-day samples that I have that talk all about the Slim, and I use one of the sticky dots and put the Slim on there, and or your business cards. So you might just say something like, I'm just curious if you know anyone who needs to lose weight, help balance their cholesterol. I don't know if you know anyone that's in chronic pain, maybe people that are suffering from blood sugar issues. If you do, I'd really love to leave you this sample or my business cards so that you could share this with them. what will typically happen is they'll say, oh, well, I need to lose some weight, and that'll open the conversation. And I usually will say in a natural way. So help someone with chronic pain in a natural way, or lose weight in a natural way. And they'll do a couple things. They'll say, well, that's me. And then that opens up an awesome conversation. Or they'll think of someone in their life, or they'll say, yeah, if I run across someone, then I'll be happy to pass this along. Okay, so then you're going to want to follow up with them. So I love the idea of just giving them your phone. If you give them a sample, give them your phone and have it open to Facebook and have them just type in their name so that you can immediately friend them on Facebook. Or have them type in their phone number and then immediately get their contact information so that you can follow up with them in the future. So you're going to want to follow up with your samples. Other ways to give samples that really work well are to post on Facebook, maybe a picture of your 3-day samples and say the first 5 people that comment, or say the first 5 people that say, I want to take a taste test, are going to get mailed a sample. So however you typically give out samples, but you're definitely going to want to do your follow-ups after you send them. Okay, so then the next section is your potential ambassadors, and there are 3. 1, 2, 3 is listed here as well. And so these are the potential ambassadors that you are going to be following up with as well. So these are people that either could benefit from our business opportunity, and that could be blessed by what Plexus has to offer as far as the business is concerned. So you're putting them on a list. Or they're people that have approached you in the past about the opportunity. Perhaps they've gone to an opportunity meeting with you. Perhaps you've had a conversation with them or a coffee date with them already. But you are going to add them to the list and follow up with them either by approaching them about the opportunity or following up with them from an opportunity meeting that you guys have already been to, or a one-on-one. So I love this. And then at the very bottom, it says my goal, and it's listed out yearly, 6 months, 3 months, monthly, and weekly. So each week that you're filling out this power plan, you are filling out your goals. And I love goal setting. Goal setting is so, so huge. And it's been such a huge part of my business. So I know that this can be beneficial for you guys as well. And it's so great to write out those goals and to keep them in front of you week by week. So what I love about the power plan is I am huge on opportunity meetings, and I'm hosting opportunity meetings monthly, and I'm always encouraging my team to be at these meetings. Well, if you go to an opportunity meeting, then you can check off so many of these areas on this list just by bringing a guest or 2 or 3 to an opportunity meeting. So that's a great way to work through part of this list week to week, month to month as well. So for me, someone that is not organized, someone who's mostly built my business off of Facebook, I love that this is getting me outside of Facebook. I love that it's giving me a plan of action, the daily method of operation that I can go through each day to achieve my weekly, monthly, and long-term goals. And I love that I'm able to actually check off the activity that I've done each day and each week. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to print out one of these a week, fill it out weekly, and I'm going to put these in a binder so that then I can go back and I can look at 6 months ago, the activity that I was in, the contacts that I was making. I love this power plan. I'm going to tell you guys where you can get it. I'm going to put a copy of it on our team page, but it is on www.myplexuspower.com. That's Sonia and Helen's training page under business materials, and then it says power plan. So I hope you guys are excited about this power plan as I am. I know that it's going to be huge for growing our businesses. Go Plexus, good night.